All right, we live. It's the Direct Deck Show. We back from a hiatus. You know, we got real problems. We got the kids, girlfriends, all type of shit. But we back. We don't have the whole crew, so we shout out the whole crew. Shout out to man Kaleidoscope. You know what I'm saying? And Ghost Rider, E-Rock X now. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Sega.
and you know what I'm saying? Sega forever. You know what I'm saying? And everybody, you
Triple
know what I'm
cup.
saying? We Triple Cup Chuck, you know what I'm saying? He always up, get his ass whooped and Madden. But we here. So let's everybody introduce themselves.
I'll go first. Cause I'm the real young Kano, intermediate gamer. You already know what it's in for. We back. You know, by popular demand, we about to get raw and clip here in touch with this podcast. You dig? Let's get it. Let's go. You dig?
What's going on? It's Jay Long here. It's been a minute, man, but you know, we gotta let our thoughts be heard, you know, because you know, like I said, it's been a while and a lot of shit's happened.
Yes, indeed. Yes.
Yes,
And
sir.
we got the world famous T-Bot.
It's good to be fucking back with my brothers from another console. We have some topics to discuss today. That people are hear our points of views and not just make assumptions and like to dictate who we are and what we believe in. To be back, Bone. It's nice that you were able to host it.
We got technical difficulties. We have technical difficulties.
No, I can hear him.
What up, people?
Oh my God! No
Oh,
way. Perfect.
What up? Yo, yo, yo! It's the Xbox Ghost. What up, people?
What's going on, man?
Chilling. We up in the house, man. Sorry, man, but I've been held down by a whole bunch of private shit. Know what I'm saying? Either way, though, let's get down with this, man. Whoever's in charge, I just go off, sound off, man.
You was the last one. You came in just in time.
Good shit. Good shit there.
So shoot, man. Let's go with the motherfucking.
I'm about to bang and come back in because it's messing up on my end.
All right.
Talk about, you know, sitting in the room. You know what I'm saying? The Crackdown 3's motherfucking delayed, and some people was freaking the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? They're getting ready to sell their wife and kids. You know what I'm saying? They're getting ready to, they're trying to burn down Redmond, Washington and shit. They want to pick it in. They trying to say that, you know what I'm saying, Killer Phil is Trump.
Oh my God.
Damn.
So y'all, how y'all feel about it?
Wow. Yo, I'm gonna jump on this, man, because I haven't been here for a minute though, man. Fucking dude, I don't know. People is just blowing shit out of proportion. The way I see it, didn't they wait on The Last Guardian 10 years for the shit to get good? It still came out to be a piece of shit, but still, I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Now, supposedly, Shannon Loftus sent out the tweet earlier today, right? Or yesterday, whenever the fuck it was, that they actually holding it back for the visuals because, you know, they actually took it to heart, all that feedback. You know what I'm saying? So they're listening to the community. So they're brushing up the visuals and shit in order to give us some AAA quality shit. Now, I saw a standby side with that new game that came out just recently. What is it? Mayhem?
Agents of Mayhem.
Agents of Mayhem. A side by side. All right. So at first glance, I thought it was similar to Crackdown 3. I was like, wow, that's kind of similar to Crackdown 3. But when I saw that side by side, the visuals in Crackdown 3 is leaps and bounds ahead of what Agents of Mayhem looks like. And they're gonna brush up those visuals, man. And then they're giving these guys at Reagent Games and CloudGen the time to get that multiplayer up to snuff. Dude, and it's going to be releasing during the spring, which is the best time to release. They ain't got the competition from all the Call of Duties, Battlefields, and all the fucking games of the world. You know what I'm saying? Even the new Assassin's Creed. So I think it was fucking perfect that they actually fucking delayed the game. That's just my opinion.
It's a good opinion, too.
So how you feel about that, Jalen? How you feel about it?
I pretty much agree with what Kalida said. You know, people complained about Crackdown, people from our community, and people from the other community, which is to be expected. But I was kind of fucked up when I saw our own people, you know, shitting on this game, expecting, you know, CG level graphics for a comic book style game. You know, that's not Crackdown. But you know,
Well said.
when Microsoft is taking the feedback because they do not want to release a game that gets shit on, and you know, why not listen to the fans? You know, they're the ones who put the money in your pocket. And you know, obviously the holiday would have been crushed, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say this, 2017 is probably the worst year in Xbox history, but I think this year took a hit to get Xbox on track for the next year and the years after.
Yep.
Next year we got Sea of Thieves, we got Sea of Thieves, we got Crackdown, we got State of Decay. I'm pretty sure we got Forza Horizon 4 and Halo 6. So that's five that we know of right there, which is a crazy ass year in my opinion. You know, this year we had Halo Wars 2 and Forza 7, and then you could say Super Lucky Tail, I guess. It's not that hot of a year, but you know, we got the Xbox One X, we got multi-plats, and we're gonna get console debuts like PlayerUnknown's Battleground, which Livewire was saying that game kind of Livewire thinks that game is the one that you know, pushed Crackdown because that game has such a buzz, which also makes sense, you know. But you know, I'm excited to play Crackdown whenever. People are trying to make it seem like it was supposed to be the showpiece game for the X, but I never thought it was. I think that's really Forza. So people with the X, you're not going to be disappointed because you're going to have Forza. Crackdown wasn't really going to show off the console anyway. But yeah, that's all I got to say.
Nice.
Young Kano,
What do you think, he bought?
other people,
Yep.
Kano, how you feel?
I didn't even
Was
hear.
your butt hurt?
You talking about? I didn't even
We're
hear.
talking about Crackdown.
Crackdown.
Talking about Crackdown.
All right, I'm gonna keep it true. Well, yesterday, yeah, I made a video. I was heated about
Oh,
it.
wow. You made a video about Crackdown?
Yeah, I was heated about it, but
Wow.
as soon as I calmed down, I was like, you know what? At the end of the day, bro, at least it's not canceled. So, to keep it real, bro, it is what it is. It's happening for a reason. But what Jay Long, add on to what Jay Long said, basically like this: for next year, and Phil Spencer already stated too that all these games that got delayed for next year is all going to be out before the next E3. So we're going to be playing all these exclusives that was put on hold for next year. So we got a lot to look forward to, and we might have some form. I'm already hearing rumors of other games, but with Crackdown 3, is giving time to polish it, give us more innovation, architecture, you know, with the game, and make sure the game is up to par, and we'll be able to play, and we'll have to step up our boom. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I was heated yesterday. I'm not gonna lie, I was pissed off. I was mad. Except I was looking forward to the game, man. I was really looking forward to it. I was excited about it. But you know, it's good that they're finding ways to advance the game to make it to a par, to the point where, you know, it's gonna be one of the biggest sellers for next year. You did.
I have a feeling that multiplayer is gonna be sick as shit, yo. There's a reason they fucking delayed it, man. They wanted to polish a few things. They're almost there though, but who knows, man?
Yeah, but I got a feeling though, like I think at Gamescom they're gonna show they did the single player at E3, they're gonna show the multiplayer at Gamescom to let people, like, give people a taste of what's to come.
Yo, is we gonna stream Gamescom live? Gamescom live? I'm off.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can.
That's
I have it
what's
on.
up.
We can do it. Yeah, cause it's 12 my time, so my ass be up. House wake me up at 10 anyway, going to church.
What's up, people?
Hallelujah.
Everybody on the panel, everybody down to do the Gamescom live?
Yeah,
I grab other people in. I
That's
just
what's
I let
up,
the word
man.
know.
Shit.
But how you feel, Mr. Hebot, the most
I know,
powerful
right?
gamer? How do you
Mr.
feel?
Baya, where you at, Mr. Baya?
Brothers, listen. Get ready for the sermon. The priest about to preach. Preach. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
No. No. Damage control. That's first of all. For those because you can't damage control with a well thought out, you know, rebuttal or example. So is it fucking suck that Crackdown got pushed back? Absolutely. It sucks because there's people that, for example, he's trying to play a lot of games sometimes, maybe depending on his scheduling. That because he's a gamer, he be grinding on his games. So he beats him, he passes them. So he's looking forward to the new shit in a year. But for people like myself that are a little bit older, that don't have enough time on their plate, or maybe like a kaleidoscope and bone, because we have kids or whatever. For us, we see it as a blessing in disguise because, first of all, our backlog is so fucking long and sad. One. And number two, to play these games for us, it's not something that we can, yeah, we're just going to stay. We can't do that. It's a luxury for us, not no longer a hobby. But it is a hobby to it as well. But again, I'm going to point this out. I believe this was for me, the bad negative press from the media, the trolls. I said the hoes. Trolls.
In
The,
the
They be acting like hoes sometimes. Shit, you gonna give me a ass on the
Matter of
blade.
fact, the dudes that are usually bitching are the ones that are really going to buy the game anyway. With the exception of Kano.
Precisely.
Because we know Kano, that
you know,
Frank
we got
Kano just steals the game.
like trolls and obviously the Xbox fans that panic really quick, that just give up fast. If you look at it that way, you realize that they did this because they listened to the people. Microsoft constantly listens to the base and the Twitter community and the gaming community. If they did it to you, and that's always what they're doing, answering different people, different questions all the time. They probably felt the game okay, since they don't feel it's up to snuff. The graphics, since the multiplayer probably wasn't going to launch with the game because it still needed work, because they're doing new computing and a new technology for the game. It is very sophisticated. They figured, well, why don't we just push it back? You guys, Sumo Digital, tweak up the graphics, make it more snuff with the game, with the graphics and the gameplay and the campaign, while we fix it with a better window, where the game doesn't have a lot of competition, and it gives the games an opportunity and a chance to actually sell better. Because pay more than likely, if they really, especially if it doesn't come out with multiplayer, it's going to get destroyed and it's not going to do well. And people, the game is not garbage, you see, because that's how it is. It's not a team, Nintendo or Sony. Nintendo or Sony come in front of you and we say it's okay, and that's not the way it should be. That's the way it is, unfortunately. Point blank, they were putting the game or taking it out to fail. So for them to push it back to the right thing for the game, for the gamers to get a better quality game, it volumes and how they listen to the community, whether it's negative press or good press. It's like Kaleidoscope. Talking about Crackdown, we're going to buy Crackdown. It's the same people that say, oh, you want to break with it, Xbox. Now it's going to Hellbound. It was my only people to get it because it was
You bought it.
He buying like hell, he bought.
Yep.
It's the same. Oh, no.
It goes with the name. It goes with the name, bro.
Nah, he in and out.
Yeah, I thought I was tripping.
Yo, just jump in and out real quick, Hebot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna jump on something real quick. Yo, y'all heard the news about Recore?
What's up,
about the definitive edition?
The definitive edition. For all the people that already own it, they already get brand new mission and shit, the 5th core bot, and a whole bunch of other shit and updated visuals as well. You know what I'm saying?
That's
free,
like
because you already own it. Now, for the people that don't own it, y'all can buy it.
but
hey,
it can stand for physical copies too.
Yeah,
I don't know about. I saw a physical copy cover.
No, physical copies get it. I got a physical, but you forgot it's burned on your hard drive, so it's gonna automatically.
Yeah, exactly.
Disc. Yeah, it just pings the disc.
Exactly.
So
yeah, you're already good because it's already on the hard drive. That's right.
Yeah, some have to. I'm gonna reinstall it and play it again. Play some of it again.
Yeah, like I need to finish it. I ain't finished it yet. I hear people I heard a lot of people crying about the last core bot. That game.
I was one of them.
that game, like I said, the game was only
I asked
$40.
Phil personally, dude. The week it launched this shit, I was like, "Yo, Phil, what's the 5th core bot?"
Yeah, because I didn't get to the core. Like I think I just got the monkey bot, so
Guys, can you
I
hear?
need to go back to
Yeah,
the
we can.
gorilla one. Yeah, the gorilla
Does
one.
that sound better or no?
Hell
Yeah, you
yeah, we
sound
were
better.
talking about
You good.
Recore, the definitive edition that everybody that already owns it gets a free upgrade,
Record 2. Record 2. Let's get a
updated
Record
visuals,
sequel.
everything.
Oh, they confirmed that it's going to be free upgrade for the ones who already own it.
Yep, free upgrade. See, you don't get
Oh,
the
nice.
IGN.
When did
Edition, the 5th core bot,
You don't get the
and
IGNs
updated
talking about
visuals.
that.
was it today? They confirmed it or no?
It was all other gaming sites except for IGN. IGN covers the ponies and Nintendo heads and the PC elitists. So they don't cover Xbox.
Yo, one thing about IGN is they said that Crackdown was delayed again with capital again. When this is the first time this is the first time it was actually delayed. They only ever delayed the multiplayer beta.
Yeah, see, because my thing is with the Crackdown thing, the way it was, I was talking to some
this game.
Yeah, because see, I was talking to some YouTubers last night, and they was explaining they were more mad because they got a release date. Like, I'm like,
listen, but that tells you that the reason why they pushed it back was because of the negative press. That's why. It's like you guys said. It's like you both said it. Like
look at what happened earlier this year. Mass Effect, Andromeda.
It's like.
and one thing they ended up
they would have pushed that back another 6 months. Wouldn't it?
It could have been better. They forced it out.
Yeah,
they forced it out.
Right.
Okay.
The other thing about Collider, like I was trying to finish saying before, I don't know if you guys heard me, but what I was trying to say is you and Bone hit a good point. The people that are complaining that said they didn't want to buy the game, but because they're mad because now it's not coming out, now they don't have no reason to buy X, was the same people that were saying they weren't going to buy, that they changed their mind about buying an Xbox One because Quantum Break went to PC or because Scalebound got canceled. It was going to be the only Japanese Western style game. It's the same people. They were not going to buy it to begin with. If a gamer's going to buy something,
they were saying it was slow after the E3. Oh well, it's kind of slow. I'm not going to get it now.
Right.
Same motherfuckers that said, "Oh, they canceled it. Now I'm not going to get it now." Like, dude,
right.
They
weren't going to get it to begin with because there's other reasons to buy and play Xbox consoles, especially if you are a console gamer. Now, if you're on PC and you have more options, it's different. But if you're only on PlayStation or even a Nintendo Switch or a Wii U, you have more than enough reason because of the back catalog that Xbox One has from the beginning in launch. You still have games you never experienced and played. So any real gamer would have went out and bought it. It's not going to matter, just if the game got delayed or if they never had it, they would have bought it. Or if something that was canceled. Those guys weren't really going to buy the console, point and blank. They're just being trolls and more bad perception on Microsoft. And we're not saying that this is a bad look for Microsoft, because it is. Because I'm pretty sure the uphill battle they have is bad because they haven't had no luck this generation. It's like they're damned if they do and they're damned if they don't. But obviously, if they didn't care, they would never tweeted out the reasoning for it and why they're doing it. They just would have said, we can't disclose it, and we'll talk on a further date. When the hell do you see Sony's guys saying, why did Until Dawn or Drive Club or Last Guardian or Days Gone or any of those games like Spider-Man or God of War, why they got delayed? They don't give us explanation. They don't explain it. Sean Layden or Andrew House or Yoshida, none of them. They just said next year. That's it. And then the fans be like, oh, that's because they care, because they want us to get the best product. It's okay, we understand. But when it's Xbox and they explain it to you, they give you the legitimate reason, oh, they're just taking us for suckers. They just don't care about the Xbox brand. Fuck Microsoft. You see what I'm saying? It's just an agenda. That's all it is.
True that. It is a big agenda, man. You know what I'm saying? And it has to do with fanboys. That's the thing that's at the core of the problem. You go and think about it. It's the fanboys. Because ever since these people, we asked for backwards compatibility, they gave it to us. And then we've been getting on back compat that a lot of people this generation have not fucking played. All right. Now, I recently, a while back, I bought it on sale for $4.99. All right. And this game just recently came out on backwards compatibility. All right. It was Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. That shit is fucking amazing, yo. My mind was fucking blown. All right. And I played Nier Automata. This is basically like the The combat is similar to the automatic, but way more over the top, a la Ninja Blade. All right, and where could you play these types of games like Ninja Blade, Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance on the Xbox platform and shit? Huh? And then there's a lot of people that I've also talked to that have never played Arkham Origins, Batman Arkham Origins. That game looks fucking amazing on backwards compatibility, and it stands toe to toe with 90% of the fucking shit that's on the market today. Right? And guess what? It's only on the Xbox One, people. All right? Through backwards compatibility. All right? That's how Microsoft is actually fighting back, because all these games, we're going to be able to take them over to the Xbox One X and the Xbox to here and Infinity and beyond, people. All right? Because we're carrying our games over everywhere. What these guys have been doing this generation, all fucking console manufacturers need to take fucking notes. All right? Because people are making an investment in their products, and they need to be able to take their games with them on into the future. Look ahead, people, and stop letting people fucking take money out your pocket with all these damn remasters and shit, when all you could do is just play the shit on backwards compatibility for free. You already own the shit. But either way, I digress. Move along.
Yo, let me say something real quick, man. I don't want people to think about what I'm about to say, right? We state the obvious, looking at how Record has a definitive edition, and Ori has a definitive edition, with Ori and the Blind Force definitive edition. Yep. You got to think about this. If they doing these definitive editions, and knowing for a fact that Ori did well, and most likely Record did well, they're actually going to do a sequel to Record. Because if they put out a definitive edition, what that tell you right there?
Probably so, more than likely.
Sequel.
Yeah, but you got to understand this is what Record is. Record was a $40 game.
Right.
You have expectations with $40 games.
Right.
Now they also see this too. If you go put some quality into the game, you got players unknown that's gonna cost $30. It's gonna fly off the shelf.
Yep.
It ain't even out. It's gonna fly off the shelf. As soon as players unknown is on Xbox, it's gonna fly off the shelf.
Right.
It's gonna hit 30 because it's a reasonable price. People complained about that because they just needed something to complain about. Well, Record, this and that. Now, I have my feelings on it. I thought Record people would have more accepted it if it was a Nintendo game.
Right.
Because that's what it reminds you over is a Nintendo game. No, is it perfect? No, but it came with a different strategy. You got to switch your gun to red, blue, or purple, fighting certain enemies. The enemies ain't dumb. Some of them enemies is hard as hell.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You have real boss battles. So people have to understand these people are doing it. So give them a break. Microsoft knew their expectations. They knew their financial forecast. I'm gonna use some big ass words that people think I don't know how to say. You know what I'm saying? But instead of people hating on it, going on VG charts and try to go on these NPD shit and all this other shit, they just need to, you know what I'm saying? That doesn't make no sense. That doesn't know that game. That I bought the game hard copy from Amazon. Gave me, since I had Prime, I think they gave me 20% off.
Right.
I got a hard copy the next day, but a lot of people bought it digital. And then people say Microsoft didn't. And then people say, well, Microsoft didn't market it right. I'm gonna put it this way: we are the marketing machine now. We just do it for free. We are the if you want hits on your channel, you need to start marketing these products. You can get paid. Microsoft ain't gonna pay you, but YouTube can do it.
The Tour de Force.
So I was sitting there. It's like, yeah, Record looked at something different. Y'all always say we ain't nothing but a shooter box. We ain't had this. They gave you a platform. They gave you a platformer. You know what I'm saying? Well, this all you have is this. Yeah, so Xbox ain't got no varieties. But why you over there handing out like Jay Long say with them Japanese handouts? Because I went off last night in the Xbox party. Well, they got this and that. They Japanese handouts.
They didn't pay to make some shit, so I don't know why you talk about it.
Yeah, just because it's exclusive on that console. So I don't give a damn.
Boom, they're there.
Yeah, we here.
Boom,
but that's.
Wow.
What happened, Eva?
No, I said they're there because the PS4 in Japan has sold pretty good for them so far. It has a bigger presence. The Xbox is irrelevant in Japan. There's no presence.
No, it ain't that much president. Them president, I don't think they even got 10. I don't even think they got 5 million sold in Japan.
4 point something million, but Xbox 63,000 or some shit. So it's a big difference. So those games come out because of that. That's why they put them there. Even if they sell, let's say, because I talk
that makes some sense for those same games to be on Nintendo Switch in the States.
Yeah.
And not on the Xbox.
Right,
exactly. You know what I'm saying? It seems like national pride to me. Son.
Yeah, that could be a big part of it, absolutely. But remember also, the reason why these games do well is because they're running on engines that are not expensive. They're old. So they make the games, they spend maybe $2-3 million to make them. If they sell even $1 million or $2 million, that's a profit for them because it's way more than what they spend to develop the game. Period.
Yeah,
You
just
know?
like Platinum Games said that. What was that? They let this game near. It saved the franchise. Come on, shame and lie and slap a thief. It was some of that Xbox money that helped you save.
Hell yeah.
You don't want to admit it, but it was some of that Xbox because you was trying to play Peter with Paul, and then when Peter found out, aka Phil Spencer found out you was hitting him with the fugaziness. Like, no, I'm gonna cut this out.
Let's just be real, guys. They're just not as talented. Like, how long did it take to make Final Fantasy? 10 years. How long has it taken to make Kingdom Hearts? 10 years. Japanese developers are not good with AAA budgets. They can't do AAA games. That's why they did Nier. That's why they do Nier and Transformers so quickly because they're used to making low budget games. They're not good at making AAA games like us.
Right. Demanding or more to have a lot detail to it, and you have to put a lot more work into. They're not used to that. I think maybe it's the technology.
Animations, yeah, probably.
But it's true. But look at another big evidence.
I gotta interject though, man. This is eating me up though, man. Metal Gear Rising though and Vanquish say something different.
Right, oh hell yeah, absolutely. And now that we can play Revenge,
though, that was last generation. That's not this gen.
But that
I think you gotta remember they peaked last generation.
Yeah, exactly.
They haven't exceeded last gen.
Scalebound, if they would have been able to complete that, that might have been the peak this generation.
Yeah, exactly. The point is they mastered 360. They mastered that console. It was out so long, they already mastered it, the ins and the outs. So they were able to do crazy shit. Look at Dead Space. Look at games like, like you said, Vanquish and fucking Tomb Raider. They were doing crazy shit. So that's a part of it.
Inferno.
Dante's Inferno, yeah. Guy's Contract. There's a bunch of them that are really cinematic and crazy. Like the Sports Awakens or Force Unleashed, whatever. Part 1 and 2. But another point that I wanted to point out to what you guys are saying was another proof and evidence that Platinum Games wasn't 100% honest with the audience was because you did not see Hideki Kamiya say anything nasty or offensive about Microsoft anywhere in social media. As a matter of fact, he apologized to his fans because Kamiya, he's not one to hide his tongue. He always says something when it don't go right and he don't like who he's dealing with. He would have said something snarky or stupid about Microsoft, regardless, and he did it. That's how you know that they have fault as well. It's not as clear cut as black and white as everybody try to make it out to seem. We don't work for these guys. People want to act like they work for Microsoft. They know stocks. They know how business works. They know how marketing works. Dude, you don't work in business in the gaming industry. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Don't say anything because nobody really knows. We all could be wrong. We could all speculate, but we still don't know the truth. We don't work in the industry. It is a lot more complicated than that.
Michael Pachter, who works in the industry, doesn't know shit. He always gets his shit wrong.
And
he's in the industry.
I ain't allowed to say his name no more because I don't want to say his name no more because he irrelevant. Motherfucker don't play no video games. So I don't know how you work for Winbush Securities and you still have a job. Like I said in the video, I made a couple of weeks ago. I said, I don't know. He must have known that these people are pedophiles or he knows some dude is cheating on his wife. You know what I'm saying? With a man, he knows something.
Right.
They know something because he won't be my financial advisor, but they say he does it for a hobby. But just because he does it for a hobby doesn't mean he's right.
Exactly.
He's been wrong. He's been wrong more than he's been right. So you don't give me. If you've been wrong more than you've been right, you don't give me anything to me to believe in you. The
Right.
Xbox X is $500. That's too much. But you wrote on Sony Dick. I saw him at E3, and him and Jeff Keighley was jacking each other off. Like, you think, oh, it's a good system. They were sitting there jacking each other. No, I'm sitting there like they were sitting there like, yeah, man, it's a good system. They show good things. The conference was okay, but I think the pro gonna get this and that. How do you know what the pro gonna do? Now, only thing he did get right was saying during E3 they wasn't gonna slash that pro. He was right on that, but that's what 1 out of a million. I could have told you that myself.
Oh, that's common sense. It hadn't been out long enough. Hasn't been
Jeff
long.
Keighley need to get off of Kojima's nutsack because he's been hugging Jeff Keighley. Jeff Keighley been hugging on Kojima's nutsack a little too hard lately, man. All of them, man. I don't understand that, man. They gotta chill with that, man. They like it's too much biasness going on in the game community, and most of these people that like at IG and GameSpot don't even play no games. They play internet and they play games.
Right. Well, I mean, they're the first ones to make the clickbait, man. They're like clickbait masters. They're the first ones to do that shit. You know?
All the way retarded.
Yeah. Like I said, right now, you get the option, and that's what matters. And again, going back to the Crackdown thing, if it's to make the game better, it's better for the gamer, and it's better for the community. Whether it's a good look or not is irrelevant. Whatever Microsoft does, it's not going to matter. They're still going to get the hate, regardless. It doesn't matter what they do. They damn if they do, they damn if they don't. And the graphical showpiece will still be there because they still have Forza. Still got some Blunky still. They still got Cuphead, which are unique games in their own right.
Damn, that's right. That's it. Launches in September, right?
They got Tacoma that released not too long ago. They got players players underground. The PUBG that people are all raving about, which is also going to be pretty big in console. Like Bone said, I'm pretty sure once it hits, it's going to start selling very well because it's being talked about and it's being raved about. Like how great it is.
They got 7 million on the PC.
Yeah. Something you rarely see. Yes. Something you rarely see. That means even the casuals are playing that shit on PC. You know what I mean? So, plus you got Hellblade and you got Crash. That both titles, although are exclusive right now, the developers never really stated that they will stay exclusive because they're not properties of Sony anymore. You know what I'm saying? So, it never was like the case of Hellblade or whatever, but it is what it is. I know it's hard, but the console's bought so you can play the best, exclusives on there now, which was the narrative right from the beginning with PS4. Because when PS4 launched, what they had? Killzone, which was very lackluster. Knack, which was $60. It should have been a $20 game because it felt like an indie game. And Resogun, which was just a Galaxy. It was just Galaga sideways. You see what I'm saying? It shouldn't have been raised to talk about for a whole year like they did. And then Infamous was the same game with a different coded dressing on it when it came out in March. Meanwhile, we had things like, Rise and Killer Instincts and the Forza game that has more content than the new GT Sport coming out. We had Max, we had Local Psycho, Prison Dragon. Whether they're appeal to everybody or not is irrelevant. It means they were there and they had diversity for all types of people to try different games. A lot of people like Prison Dragon. A lot of people
Crap
like
Gaming would know. He bought Zoo Tycoon. Shit.
Exactly. Zoo Tycoon, Screen Ride, shit like that. It appeals to somebody, whether it's to everybody or not, it doesn't matter. Just like they say about the Japanese titles. Oh, they're niche, but people like them. Exactly. It works vice versa for both ways. So whether you like Screen Ride or not, somebody does. Same thing with Minecraft. Same thing with whatever. A game is a game. It's going to appeal to somebody,
Fuck yeah, Metal Gear Rising got me lit up and shit when I saw that shit was back compatible. Shit.
Oh, yeah, Metal Gear Rising got it backwards compatible. Shit, too. The Batman Begins.
I'm just waiting on the Shira's Wrath and Ninja Gaiden 2, bro.
I don't know, man. This is just crazy, man.
What's up, Live Wise?
Yo, what's good, man? The thing I see about this is like when PlayStation don't have shit, the little shit they have is like put up on the pedestal. And that's the thing that really hurts Microsoft. So like Sony doesn't really go through these lulls because even when they have nothing, it always looks like something. Like Tacoma. Tacoma came out. Like imagine if this was a role reversal. Tacoma came out. They would have been like, no, you gotta understand. Tacoma is like the most mind-blowing shit ever. Like if you're not playing Tacoma, they would have done walkthrough after walkthrough after walkthrough of Tacoma. And Xbox doesn't get shit like that. So that's why the perception looks like it's worse, but it really isn't. Like this is no different than this moment right now is no different than the first 3 years of PlayStation. I'm just saying it's the same shit.
Absolutely. Right. Absolutely. And still with that, live to add to what you're saying, we still got Halo Wars, we still got Candleman, we still have exclusives that came first like Rise and Shine and Wells. We still got Voodoo Vince. We still got a free game version of the OG Phantom Dust. We still got Tacoma. We're still getting Super Lucky.
Voodoo Vince, yo. We got Voodoo Vince, damn it.
Forza 7.
Ghost of the Tail, the Culling.
Yeah, preview as well, right? Exactly. So it's not like we don't
Exiles.
Well,
we don't have the typical shooter. That's what we don't have.
Yeah, and then I told a lot of people this. Like I said, I was in a party with a bunch of YouTubers last night, and I had to keep, it 100. I'm like, Crackdown wasn't going to sell that box. Forza going to sell that box.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Forza's going to sell that box, and they was, you're not a little bit mad? I said, man, I'm more mad because I can't see my woman tonight. I'm more mad about that. This damn Crackdown getting put to the damn side. Man, what the hell are you tripping off for? I mean,
like me, I was amped for Crackdown. I'm not going to lie and say I wasn't. The issue is this is my issue with Crackdown. It had so many people that were hating on it. So that means that Microsoft had to go out, this Gamescom, they had to go out their way in order to prove that the game is worth people buying, right?
Yep.
Sony doesn't have that issue with God of War or Days Gone or whatever their game, because they don't get backlash like that. You see what I'm saying? So the issue is way different.
Everything that Sony do, the opponent's gonna praise it, and that's crazy.
No, how many of them
praised The Last Guardian?
Yeah.
What's the glitchy ass game? They praised that.
And what's the other game that came out earlier this year?
Oh, the one that came out earlier this year with the flying girl.
Yeah,
with that flying girl.
Gravity Flush. Gravity
Rush. Gravity Flush would have been more like it though, man. Shit, that's perfect. Gravity Flush, because you want to flush that shit after you play it.
No one cares. Got a patch. No one cares. Got a patch. You know what I'm saying? For somebody to play a little multiplayer, but ain't nobody bought that shit. They actually asked for a refund.
Didn't the developer move to Cuba or some shit? The fucking creator of that shit?
No, he came back out.
Went to Cuba with Tupac and shit.
Yeah, he came back. He said there with I got this patch over a whole year. I got this wait for this. But they accept that. Now, I did hear when part of the party was like, we don't accept that. We're angry about it. We're going to talk about it. But I'm like, your anger can go too far. When you're talking about Phil need to get out of office, Phil is fucking up. Have you been a CEO of any company? Have you been a manager of any company? Have you even worked in retail before? You know what I'm saying? I was explaining to them about Crackdown is, yeah, just because it had a date, somebody might come and say, hey, Phil, we'll have it by the 7th.
Right.
And then the dude come back. Because people just think Phil just sits there and tweets all day and gets all this money and all this. There's other stuff, other business things. You know what I'm saying? Small things. It ain't easy running a damn company. So I think dude had to go do something he didn't have to do. Phil, we ain't gonna be ready. You know what? We're gonna have Shannon break it. You know what I'm saying? Fox. And then they both talked. You never saw Yoshida talking about no game. I ain't see that motherfucking that other motherfucker with that. You don't never see them. It is backed up, and you might hear it through IGN. They even went through their enemy Polygon to release this shit. Polygon will do whoop. Shannon like, okay, this is what happened. It's that's life. On a computer bit, I didn't have people say, man, I get this done in 3 days. It's gonna then I have to call them back and say it's gonna take longer. I thought I could, but I didn't know all the stuff that you need to fix on. I thought what you explained to me that you need to fix, I thought a little, but I thought I could do it, but I got a little workload. So, and most people, when you come at them and you tell them the truth, they can accept it. Oh, no problem, take your time.
Right. Polygon is one of those places.
Some can't handle the truth. In Cry River.
Man, too bad Ghost ain't on here, man. He just put on that Jack Nicholson thing. You can't handle the truth.
Yeah. To me, I think the fact that they did it now, it makes sense because I'm not saying the game wouldn't have sold, but what I'll say is it doesn't have as many issues as far as selling coming spring as it would in in the holiday.
Actually,
now the thing is, like,
I think it would though, because in the holidays, think about all the big titles coming out.
Yeah, and then see the other thing people fail to realize is, like, all right, you got to remember what happened to Quantum Break, right? Quantum Break had a lot of issues as far as the Digital Foundry saying there was 720p, and then others. So then once that came out, then that game's sales automatically just started to dwindle, right? Now, if Crackdown stayed the same, say I don't know exactly why they said to pretty it up. It might be multiplayer, whatever the fuck the case may be, right? But if it stayed exactly the same after the people complained about it, right? I'm not saying it wouldn't sell because multiplayer alone might have enough to push it forward. But the problem is you're starting from a lower point. So instead of starting with a bigger install base, I mean, as far as like the people that bought it initially and then people buying it from there on, you're starting something lower because then people are shitting on it, saying it's ugly, saying this, that, and the third, right? Not every game is going to be Rainbow Six Siege and just blossom years after the shit came out, right?
Makes sense.
So to me, like, people need to kind of calm down. Like, look, this is the best thing that they could have done for Crackdown. I mean, that's the way I look at it. Like, it has to come out in the spring. It gives it a chance to survive. You eliminate the chatter about Xbox is going to have a drought next year. That's gone. Then you also have the thing where, all right, the game should look better. I don't know how much better, but I figure they probably are aiming for something similar to what they demoed in the Comic-Con with Terry Crews's like reveal. They're probably aiming for something closer to that versus what they initially had. I'm not saying it's going to get all the way there, but they might find a happy medium in the middle.
Right. Well, I mean, gives them more to utilize the power better, because then from here, let's say from November, let's say to February, let's say the game come out February, let's say that's like 6 months more. And the X supposed to be easier to do any type of upgrades and tweaking because of the ease of the console, according to what they're saying, right? So it should be something feasible. I agree.
Yeah.
And what do you guys think about this, man?
Sony, guys, if you look at Sony, though, haven't they been doing the same? Didn't Horizon Zero Dawn launch at the beginning of this year? Didn't Uncharted 4 launch at the beginning of last year?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
I personally,
Microsoft is just taking a page out of
Sony. We know the rules are different, man. It's just different. It's like that kid that's really bad. They treat Microsoft like that kid that doesn't never hand in their homework all the time, right? So they treat them like, you'd be like, oh man, I forgot to do this, and they treat Microsoft like, what the fuck, you ain't do this? Oh man, you don't never do this. And they just complaining. But the other kid is like, oh, you just give A+ all the time, so I'll let you slide on this shit. Like that's how they just treat them. So it's not fair. But
I think Microsoft should only do Halos, Gears, and Forzas in the holiday, and all the new IP and other smaller games they should do in the beginning of the year so it won't get crushed. What do you guys think?
That's a good point.
Yeah,
that's a very good point.
The beginning of summer would be dope.
Yeah, beginning of summer.
You can spread them up because it's always games. And then
you could always throw something in August.
Yeah, we have a shitload of good ass indie games. Now they just fixed Tacoma where it was playable. Still got to tap 20 times. The start is tap. But when I played it the first day it came out, I have to sit there and I went on the interweb and I was talking to King Buddy, like, you get in? I said, this is how I got in. I had to log back in. It'll tell me to log back in, reset the console like 20 times, hard reset it, and then it finally let me in. But when I started playing it, the frame rates were so horrible. I just got to the past the couple levels. When I saw it the other night, I'm like, oh shit, this shit got a patch. Cool. Now it plays good, but that game, them type of, you know what I'm saying? It's games on X. People say Xbox don't have no games. There are games
Right.
in the store. In the store, my thing, if I was Microsoft and I want to start a new studio, go grab
I
some of
wonder
these
what I've
indie
been
guys that's
playing
loyal
all
to
year.
you.
No, I mean, also to what Jay Long was saying, I think that would be a good method for them. That might work for them in a favor really well. To add all the new stuff early and just keep the normal common stuff in the holidays. I think that would work well for them. That's a good idea, probably. But what you said, Boone, there's so many good indie games as well now too. They're like almost AAA status, but in the indie market. You know what I mean? And let's not forget how we have the option on PlayStation multi-packs. And then the exclusives as well.
Yep.
About you under the water,
Dang,
man.
he bought your mic, man. Your
Water.
mic.
Man,
We deep under the water.
Deep
You
in
know what I'm
the shit.
I'm gonna put this. I put this way. I'm in the Path of Exile beta. That
Oh,
game.
hell yeah.
That game. Skill tree is so damn deep. I quit playing it for I had to clear
Oh,
my
I
head.
saw that shit. Yeah.
That thing is not nowhere. This it's something. It shits on the other ones. That skill tree, and you got to earn. They don't just give you
The
like a curtain
graphics
move.
look
You got
pretty
to
nice
earn.
though, man. I ain't
Yeah,
think the
but my
graphics look
thing
that
is,
nice.
yeah. So my thing is that game is really considered an indie.
Mhm.
But people, what? But people gravitated to when we first the day one. Oh, you get into the Path of Exile, man. Boom! I got a code the next day. Like yes. But it's so in depth, you got to sit there and take time because you get your mind into it. You know what I'm saying? A headache, just damn, I can do this, I can do that. It's just crazy.
Yeah, they just
But
released it on Game Preview for everybody.
yeah, yeah. So and then you got this, you got other games that's coming out. These games that I did see at E3 and they were indies. They were polished. They was using the power of the Xbox. That's what they was using. There wasn't like this and that. I go in the store like damn, why you hear about this game? It's a couple of games I want to buy, but see, I'm so backlogged. I have to stop myself.
Same here.
I
I
have to
want
stop.
that
Like I
Agents
ain't.
of Mayhem, especially since Crackdown and now. But you know,
I
I got
know
mad games on my
that'll
games to
hold me
install,
over.
bro.
That'll hold me over till next year for Crackdown.
Yeah.
Agents of
But
Mayhem reminds me
Yeah,
of like
man.
Sunset meets Crackdown. I don't know.
Pretty much, yeah.
and then you
Those
got
are like
other
two of my favorites. So
yes, you
Yeah,
got
hell
other
yeah.
stuff that you can. I had somebody was like, man, you only did 25 minutes of Watch Dogs 2. Cause you see how many games I might be just be in the mood. I'm playing motherfucking Madden right now. I might play that for the next 2 nights.
Yeah, I
Then
like it.
get off. So I'm telling people like you gotta understand. I have a shitload of games. Sometimes I went back to what you call it the other day. I went back to Alan Wake and was enjoying it.
They did the achievement thing, yo. That they're giving up more achievements out for people that just play multiplayer
Mm-hmm.
all the time. That's kind of
Yeah.
trippy, man. I can
Yeah.
imagine Bo to probably go like triple platinum or some shit, yo.
What on
Madden.
multiplayer? Oh,
On
Madden, man.
Madden.
No, I ain't got no achievement on Madden. I just won my first game this afternoon.
I guess
That's what I'm
I won my
saying. They
first
look
game
at
this
stuff
afternoon.
like that. They look at
Yeah.
people that just play Madden online, and they're like, "Damn, you know, this guy ain't really playing the story mode and none of that." But look, he's
I
playing
don't
online
care for
all
that
the
thing.
fucking time, bro.
Yeah. So I
He
told people,
needs to get something.
yeah. I went back to playing the Division. Division got some new shit they gave for free and went back playing that shit. We got so much stuff that we got. We don't have no games, but the people that say we don't have no game, they not playing no games.
No.
exactly.
They ain't playing no
They playing
game.
that Tinky Winky shit.
And if they did play a game, a Sony exclusive, they finished it that weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so they
never went
red
back
box
to
it.
it.
Pepper had a good movie. He had a dude that he said, you know,
Man, we gotta do something about your mic, man. Seriously, dude. Seriously, I need to get you a mic, man.
It sounds
You
like
on your phone? You on your phone?
I'm on my phone.
Yeah,
If you're on
definitely
your
on
phone, don't get to Wi-Fi in your house, and you get a better quality.
I'm
Not a
coming.
cell phone thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You don't got like
No.
earphones or anything?
I think he is on earphones, on earbuds.
I've been playing a shitload of multiverse on Injustice. I ain't getting no achievements for that shit, yo. But I thought before I didn't like fucking.
And I'm playing a Division right now.
100 hours and shit, damn it.
No, they always want to say you don't do this and you don't do that, and And I'm like, man, people gotta understand your gamer score don't determine who how you're a gamer. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of these guys that got 200 grand.
Different types of gamers.
Yeah, I will bust your ass.
It depends on
A
what
lot
you're
of
playing and why you're playing it.
yeah, I don't pay it for it cheap. I love the new Batman. Y'all, anybody didn't pick up Batman, pick up the Telltale. This motherfucker, this should get raw. This a Riddler that I ain't never saw in my life.
Wow.
This a Riddler that I ain't
Like
saw
the
when I
Evil
was a
Within or
kid.
something is called, right?
Man, yeah, yeah. The Riddler,
Riddler
and the
gang
Joker
banging on the set.
Nah, the
Banging on the
Riddler.
set.
I can't support. You got to play it yourself because the Riddler ain't the Riddler that we usually know.
Well, didn't you say Batman got lovey-dovey with Catwoman last game and shit?
Yeah, hell yeah, you get to hit it. You
Oh.
know, Two-Face in jail. Lady Arkham was Vicky Vale. Spoiler alert.
Shit.
And that's something that we never thought.
I know, right? You said spoiler alert after you said it.
I know, he said spoiler alert
But
after he said it.
this Batman is not. This Batman is a different part of the universe. Like he's a young Batman. He found out what was so crazy. He found out about his family and stuff like that. That was crazy.
Oh, does it sound like a prequel?
No, it's Batman. He's Batman.
Like a younger Batman, so it's
But
like a prequel to before the other one.
Yeah, he just being Batman.
Mm-hmm.
So is that
Like
year
he's
one
getting
or
used to
something?
it. No, he probably been Batman for a couple of years. Like him and Gordon.
Right.
Gordon just turned when you first played the first season. Gordon is not the chief.
Yeah.
Then at the end, he ended up becoming the chief, and you'll find out why he became the chief. And then the second season, and then what I like about this, whatever decisions you made in the first season carry on to the second season. So I might let someone did something that was just totally crazy, and you know what I'm saying? Like in these choices now in the second season, they're kind of moral. Sometimes you gotta lie to a person.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's different choices, and they make Batman like he a badass, but it's like, okay, this is why people love Batman. It ain't that it's to me it's more Dark Knight Batman. If we go off of movies, then this new Batman.
Right.
He kick ass. He asks questions, and answers, but he show his flamboyant. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, see, I had a young lady I could have smashed, but I lied to her. I'm like, man, go sit in my car. I'm gonna take you to the mansion. But I saved her life though.
Has carved out a new genre.
Yeah, but it's cool.
Yeah, man. But I'm looking at this. It's funny, man. It's funny how these guys out here talk about people being gamers and not being gamers. Like, the shit is ridiculous, y'all. Like, right now, I'm looking at a comparison between me and my friend on Halo. Now, I do not play Halo like he plays Halo. Like, he plays Halo religiously, damn near every day. But yet, I still have higher percentage of the game completed, and I have more gamer score than him. Yet, I do not put in the same amount of time. Like, this dude lives on Halo.
Yeah, exactly.
And comparably, I cannot beat him. He would trash me all day. Like, it's just, like, he's a fucking beast. It is what it is. But that's all he plays. And even going back to kind of the discussion people were having last week, where like 343 stopped making Halo for a little bit to make something else. That sounds great to people that don't like Halo. But to somebody who lives on Halo like himself, I asked him that question. And I was like, well, what if they just support it with DLC? And he looked at me like I was fucking crazy. He was like, what the fuck? Support it with DLC? That shit is cool for like 3 years. But then after that, I want to see something. Don't tell me you're going to give me DLC for the next 6, 8 years. That's some bullshit right there.
But then they say Destiny gets it. Well, Halo ain't Destiny.
Oh, hey, yeah, Halo's not Destiny. And even Destiny didn't. Destiny's only, what, 2 years? Think about it. That's only 2 years. That's 2 years Destiny had DLC. They acted like Destiny had DLC for the last 5 years.
No. And 343 constantly throwing new content. Constantly throwing. Forge. Think about that. Halo 5 could never end because people can make Forge maps. They even made what you had in Gears of War, you had social. You got social now. So you can go play Forge maps that people had made. with
So
ease.
even some modes that was created in Forge ended up transferring over to the mainline multiplayer.
Hey, you remember
Yeah.
that mini golf shit, Kaleidoscope?
Yeah, I know. They told me it's in the main multiplayer now, dude.
The other
Man.
thing is, I don't know why people always bring up Destiny. Like, I mean, yes, Destiny and Bungie and 343, but to be honest, the way they're moving and what they're doing is not the same. And a lot of guys that I know that like Halo aren't fans of Destiny. I don't know many fans of people that were like, yo, I love Halo 5 and I love Destiny. Most of those people are like very split.
Yeah. I used to play Destiny.
I didn't
a
like
lot.
Destiny.
I used to run into a lot of people in Destiny. that
Destiny
hated
to me was whack.
Yeah, I didn't like Destiny, but Destiny felt, I ain't gonna say a ripoff. I just wasn't into the story because they wouldn't even tell me a story. Where Halo from day one told me a story. No, not
Yeah.
people sit there. I told them I got Halo for the story. I'm okay in multiplayer. You know what I'm saying? My first thing is I'm going to get on the stories. The other than Madden. Like Madden, I don't play this shit for no damn story. I'm playing the shit to go get online and go kick ass. But that's just my preference. But you can't say something is. I mean, 343 gave us all this content for free.
You know what
You
really
paid
pissed me?
$60.
I was like, you know what really pissed me off about Destiny and some trivial shit? The fucking dancing, man. That shit just hurt me, yo. I was like, I remember I was sitting there walking through, and then motherfuckers just started dancing. I'm like, why the fuck are you dancing? Like, why the fuck would you even put dancing in the game? I thought this was a first-person shooter. Like, yeah, I gotta get my vote on.
Yo, I gotta add something to that though. One time I was playing multiplayer Destiny, some dude killed me and shit, and then he started dancing to Michael Jackson after he killed me. I fucking started cracking the fuck up, yo.
I'm back.
Just think about the visual, bro. A dude just killed you, and then he did that Michael Jackson show.
I guess if you want to have a better day, I mean, but then again, I mean that those lead to moments where you're dancing over somebody who you just shot, and then you get shot in the head. So I guess that's funny too. But I don't know, man. Jeez.
No, what Destiny was to me is, it didn't give me. I mean, think about Destiny 2. You grinded all that time in Destiny 1, and none of that shit carry over. None of that shit carry nothing over.
Man.
All the shit you didn't done, you didn't grind it, you didn't did all these raids. You know what I'm saying? You got all these exotics. Now I'm about to say, fuck you, give me another $500.
It makes you feel some type of way.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, that's crazy. I wonder how much.
Find Destiny 2, unless it get dirt cheap.
Yeah, think about this. If you bought everything in Destiny, you probably spent well over $200.
That is your
Just for what about Persona 5 though, man?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Persona 5.
Get me in trouble.
Oh,
fucking live wire. I've been living a whole month fighting people off because of Persona 5. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, like.
Well,
if you don't respect his opinion, man, if you don't like this pedophile shit, you know, that's his business.
No, the real name of the game is Pedophile 5.
No, the funny thing is that he's clear as day, and they're trying to say it doesn't have pedo shit. I go and put the pics that I got from a close friend showing that it has things that are like kind of pedo. Yeah, but that's not, it's for adults. It's a rating system. Yeah, that don't fucking mean it's okay for it to be there.
Yeah, but that's
we gotta accept it.
That's when they go change the narrative. It's like, look, I said I didn't like it. That doesn't mean that you can't like it.
Right, exactly.
And that doesn't mean that you're a fucking pedo. All I said is I can see why some people are pedos that play this game. And everybody jumped up and was like, we're not pedos. Well, bitch, if you're not a pedo, why the fuck are you saying we're not pedos?
Exactly.
If I'm just saying
guilty conscience.
I didn't say everybody. That's like like, man, this room got a lot of dick suckers in it. And then you jumped up and like, I don't suck no dick.
Here's the funny thing, though, man, because what Live is saying could be applied to almost every anime, because almost every anime sexualizes young girls. I'm a fan of Neon Genesis Evangelion. It's a great story, but I hate when they sexualize the little girls in that show. And Persona 5 does that, and the characters you play as are 16 years old, and Persona 5 does that.
Let's call it fan service.
Right. So,
Let's call it fan service.
Exactly. The point is that if you're not a pedo, like Life says, it's clear as day. Guilty
Why do you
conscience
get
has
offended?
no
Yeah.
accuser. Has no accuser. So obviously you're guilty of something within yourself.
Yeah.
You know what they used
Hey?
to say when I was younger? They used to say, "I think he hit a nerve."
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Dudes get extremely butthurt out here about that shit, man. That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
It was like, you gotta apologize. Then I did the whole Persona's the greatest game video. Oh, they didn't like that shit at all.
I'm gonna tell everybody this. Fuck Persona 5. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I will buy a Persona 5 disc, you know what I'm saying? And I'll pour out some motherfucking water and some liquor on it at the same time. I'm gonna waste some money and ruin the disc, and I will mail it to a Persona 5 fan. Fuck them. Fuck that shit. You like
Persona
that?
5,
You like that?
Crackdown 3 looks better than Persona 5.
You
What
like
you talking
that?
about?
You like that? Fan.
They won't say that though.
Yeah. You if it's a kid, if I'm over here fighting Strudel, aka Dix, I ain't done to do that shit.
They don't find
What's
nothing
the
wrong with
benefit
that
of
shit.
Persona? What is the benefit? You got these kids in school
Yeah.
fighting teachers and all this.
There are dig monsters. You're right about that. There's a dig
Yeah,
monster in
who
that
want to
game.
do that? So why would you? You know what I'm saying? What you saying? This game, you can't talk about it. I can talk about what the hell I want to talk to. I live in America, Jack. My president used to be black. You know what I'm saying? And I'm fighting off everybody else. Fuck Persona 5. I don't care.
The bottom line is,
Invite me, you guys.
if you don't like it, you don't like it. You don't have to like it. Nothing is made for you to have to like.
Yeah.
Yo, I prefer the fighting games of Persona, man. That,
Yeah,
the RPG shit, that's too queer for me, yo. I'm serious, man. That's for the gay and lesbian community, not for me. Know what I'm saying? I ain't signed up for that. I ain't signed up for cross dressing. I'm sorry.
Man, I've been playing Bayonetta, and that shit's kind of weird to me too.
Bayonetta, hell yeah,
yeah.
Bayonetta on some kinky fucking S&M chain shit, yo.
Man, that's weird. But it ain't as weird as I ain't beating up.
But they over sexualize women in general in Japan. It's just that they go hard. They go hard when it comes to the young ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't really, like after the age of 20. Like, think about it. Do you remember a Japanese female character that they use often over the age of 25? No.
No.
Like 30-year-old. Like if it's somebody's mom, maybe more than likely they'll just talk about it. Be like, nah, we don't have no old bitches. She's a dub out here. We don't want no dubs out here. We need somebody that's fucking some young thing out here. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Well, the majority of the characters are young in the animes, you know.
The whole point is that they accuse you of not being mature, for not being open-minded about the topic. But the whole point is, if you are mature, the whole thing is, if you are mature, you can talk about it, you can disagree and agree, and it not be something that offends anybody.
Yeah, matter of fact, let's agree to disagree, right?
Yeah, that's the whole issue. It's that whole, to me, it's like, I would say it's kind of like that crybaby. Not saying all millennials, but a lot of millennials are in this whole, you know, if you don't agree with me, then you must be totally against me. Like, look, dude, if I don't like it, doesn't mean that I fucking hate you.
Right,
or anything like that. I'm not gonna take, and then they'll come to leave 100 messages every day, all day. I'm like, dude, that's well and good. You can do that if you want, but you know, you don't see me following people and then complaining about them 24/7. That shit is crazy.
It's funny, like there's mad people out there who say, "Oh, Halo 5 is trash." You don't see any of us swarming them and being, "Oh, if you hate Halo 5, you're queer." You know, you don't see that shit.
I was about to say that because you see Live, right? Live says his comments, but he kind of says them being sarcastic, but to himself, right?
Exactly.
Not in general. Yeah. And every fucking time they attack him, but yet he don't go in nobody's shit like me and a lot of us to say nothing to what they say when they say dumb shit like Crackdown is dog shit. Okay, then it's dog shit. You don't have to like it. That's it.
And sometimes you might get in the mood. You might be in the mood, want to be fun. You know, you can't let nobody. You know, sometimes I get a couple of people and Crackdown dog shit, and your mama's a man. So, so you know, I'll crack jokes. Sometimes I might. You know, I tell people it comes with the territory. To me, you're doing something right. We're talking shit. You know. What's that fool? What's that motherfucking in what you call it? Mr. VG. What's that motherfucking name? Killing Hillary. This
Oh
motherfucker,
yeah.
this mother had the audacity on my video. I did a video a couple of days ago. He actually uses the cursors to make a face like, oh my God.
Right.
That means
Yeah,
you
because
ain't
no,
got no
Hillary, he thinks he's a Japanese person. He don't think he's black anymore. He thinks he's Jap.
No, that's
Wow.
crazy.
That's a fact.
Well, I heard he was off you. Well, I'm like, what took you that time to do all that? Because I prove that I don't watch your shit. I don't even know you still
Yeah.
exist anymore. But why you take your time to do it? It gets so crazy
I don't
sometimes you
even
got to
know
laugh.
If I know who that is, that'll let you know he irrelevant.
No, he was part of the council before they broke up, I guess.
God damn.
That's the boy, homeboy.
The No Dose podcast.
Say shit. But it's crazy how it's like Live said, we don't get a fair hand. We don't get a fair hand at all. So we don't get a fair hand. And I hear people gonna sit there, they damage controlling. Damage controlling off of what? Microsoft, we don't work for Microsoft. Microsoft can do what the hell they want to do. If they
What I have the
if they
damage
don't feel
control for, man? I got over 300 games on my console. Do you?
Yeah. Well, plus we got the option to play games that we already own from last gen
free.
that they gotta rebuy. You see what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
I can play the game offline that I have a backwards compatibility, and then Microsoft do that game comes saying, hey, all these games right now that was on Xbox One, you can play them right now if you own them. Because I went through my thing. I went in the garage and found a bunch of Xbox One game, OG Xbox games.
I can tell you right now, there's one game I'm waiting for them to bring backwards compatible, and that's the game Remember Me. That game was dope.
Oh yes, dude.
Right.
Yes. Thanks for saying that, dude. Man, that game is fucking incredible. I'm freaking looking forward to playing that game again. I'll actually start that shit from scratch.
Damn it.
But we got a whole bunch of games, but we don't have no game. Everybody didn't have the time. I didn't have time on 360 to play everything. I didn't have time to play Bayonetta. I didn't have time to play all this stuff. Now I got a little more time, and if I don't have the time, at least I can just buy it and let it sit.
Yeah, and when you get to it, you get to it. Want to know what game I got to this morning? Finally, I bought it on sale like 6 months back. Mafia 3. That game is fucking amazing, dude. I know that shit was that fucking good. I actually put in some work, son. But dude, that game is fucking amazing. And it's a game that people don't talk about. And that shit blows my mind because I had Grand Theft Auto and I fucking deleted this shit because I ain't like it. All right? Grand Theft Auto, people, and there's millions of people playing that shit. And a game like Mafia 3 gets overlooked, man. Because it came out during the fucking holiday season.
Yeah.
Just like Crackdown if it would have came out during the fucking holiday season, people.
Yeah.
That's
definitely.
When you think about it now, Crackdown, it was better for that way too, because when springtime comes around, and ponies ain't really gonna have nothing to play. Everybody gonna come on Xbox to play Crackdown 3. So it's actually a blessing in disguise. You think about it.
Yeah, I think it was.
Well, Shannon mentioned that too. She actually mentioned that too.
Just think about it, guys. What are we going to be playing this holiday season? You know, we playing the new Forza. I know I'm playing Star Wars Battlefront, definitely.
Yeah,
all right. Playing Assassin's Creed Origins. All right, those is long fucking games.
Payback, NBA 2K18,
NBA 2K18, the new Madden. I mean, come on, man. Fucking Cuphead, dude. There's going to be a shitload of games dropping this shit during the holiday season, man. Do we need any more people? Do we really need any more?
Plus, we got to buy the X too, so.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's a lot of money, and that's a lot of just a lot of stress for your wallet and your time. You know.
Hell yeah, man! My wallet gonna be crying. It's like no, please.
Yeah,
no.
The only thing I probably don't grab is I ain't fuck Call of Duty. Ain't giving no motherfuckers fuck Activision. Ain't getting my money no more. And then all y'all gonna go look through my shit and say I got Call of Duties, yeah, because my son wants it. And I get it. And then he come over here, he downloaded it on my hard drive. So. You know what I'm saying? I try to even play. What was that? The new, not Infinite. Was the Call of Duty 3? What was that? Black Ops 3 one?
Yeah, Black Ops 3.
That one. Yeah. I said, fuck, this shit is garbage. And I'm into the single player. I like this shit garbage. But I beat Black Ops.
The only reason I bought Call of Duty 3 Black Ops and shit was because fucking old girl from Battlestar Galactica was in it. That was the only reason I wanted to get it. And after I played the campaign, I was like, this shit is trash.
And then now if they do, now I played Advanced Warfare, and that shit still stands up looking good in this day. And
Oh, that's
I
that one with
restarted,
Kevin Spacey.
yeah, I restarted that one because the kids they love that multiplayer. They love the shit out of it. So they re-downloaded, and I said, you know, I'm gonna play the multiplayer. I mean, I'm gonna play the single player again, and that shit stands up real good from these games, and it plays good. So
Wow.
the only reason Activision get my money and them get my money if they actually make another Advanced Warfare, because that it wasn't too far in the future, but it was futurist.
Wow, talking about Activision, you know, there's a lot of PC heads on Steam that's burnt. They burnt because they can't play that Destiny 2 on Steam. It's exclusive to Battle.net, which is owned by Blizzard.
Well, we kind of knew that though.
Dang, what other games Activision got
They
besides
must have been
Call of
holding
Duty?
out.
That's the question, because that's the only thing only game I know of from Activision so far right now.
Call
They
of
are
Duty.
trash.
Nah, the other games they ran into the ground, man. That you know, you remember they had fucking the Spider-Man franchise at one time. They also had Tony Hawk Pro Skater. They also had Guitar Hero. All them franchises they drove them into the ground.
Not gonna lie though, that last Spider-Man was pretty dope.
The last Spider-Man game. Yeah, I
Yeah,
bought that
Amazing
shit.
Spider-Man 2 was pretty good, dude.
Amazing Spider-Man 2. As a
told
matter of
you.
fact, the textures kind of reminded me of the PlayStation 4 exclusive.
I've been to the video, and Amazing Spider-Man 1 is even better than 2.
The Amazing Spider-Man 2 does like all the shit the new one did, but no one gave a fuck.
Well, I've been said that. Motherfuckers don't listen, bro.
Exactly, they don't.
Hypocrisy 101.
They were able to do the same shit 5 years ago on fucking The Amazing Spider-Man, but you didn't. But you do it now because it's exclusive.
Yeah, that's always how it is.
It is, especially on Sony. In the Sony camp, I gotta admit, because I know a lot of Sony heads from last generation that never played a Batman game, a Batman Arkham game. And this generation, most of them, at least 90% of them, bought Arkham Knight. All right?
Yeah.
Why? Because they had that exclusive
bundle.
PlayStation 4 bundle.
Yeah.
That's the only fucking reason. But last generation, they missed out on all these great titles. Why? Because Sony wasn't behind.
Check it out, Collider. I just did a video. I haven't put it up yet. You know, I'm in the middle of doing that, but I just did a video because I've been arguing for a couple of hours too with people about stating that Rise is a superior game to Hellblade. And right now, everybody's being hypocrites.
He's right.
They're saying
He's
that
right, though.
Hellblade.
I fell asleep to Hellblade.
Actually, for people that don't want to hear spoilers on Hellblade, I suggest y'all cover your ears because I'm going to say a spoiler right now. And for all y'all people listening on the podcast, if y'all don't want to hear these spoilers, I suggest y'all tune out for the next 5 minutes, right? Now, it's a newest sacrifice, right? Hellblade, it's a newest sacrifice and shit. Want to know how you beat the game? Let yourself get killed. All right? That's how you beat the fucking game, people. You let yourself get fucking killed. And people wonder why I don't have a PS4. It's because y'all games hold your fucking hand, man. I don't need games like that. I want games that challenge me and shit, man. Seriously, a game where you literally have to just let them kill you in order to beat the game.
The game has it's only walking. You look at a symbol, it tells you a story. That's how it saves. Then you hear little voices that they tell you through the story in the surround. And then when you see the symbol on the door, you match that symbol with something in the environment, and then you will do some very simplistic combat as you're walking along through the story. But it's all walking and climbing. The game
that's
boring.
like 90% of the game.
Wow.
The game is like 90% that.
You're gonna see the video I did. Yeah, use Kano stream.
And I seen the way people were praising
I got
it.
the
Like,
game.
it's like
I got
shit.
it.
I'm like, dude, I'd rather play Horizon Zero Dawn a million times over.
Yeah, I heard it looks good.
What I'm trying to
say,
say,
Horizon was way cool, at least to me. I don't know.
Is it a bad game? No, I'm not saying it's bad, but it's not Game of the Year contender. And if that's the case, then Rise should have been Game of the Year. Quantum Break should have been Game of the Year. A whole shitload of Microsoft games.
No, you know what's funny? You know what's funny, Heba? The games you listed, Rise and Quantum Break, they have walking in between the action.
Right.
While Hellblade has action in between the walking.
Right.
It is a game where most of what you do is walk from scene to scene.
I remember people complaining
a little
about
action
walking
sprinkled in.
Quantum Break. They complained about that shit.
Yeah, remember that shit? Like,
everybody was asking about the multiplayer.
Like, why can't we run? Oh, you can't run in our Uncharted in certain points.
Yep.
Bitch, why you-
It's all
It
scripted.
meant, it's meant for you to hear the story. It's trying to tell you a
It's
story.
all scripted.
It's trying to tell I got the game. The game is basically off of mental illness, but 90% of the game you're walking, 10% you're fighting. It's like
It's
and the
about a
game's
girl
hella
with
short.
schizophrenia. It's a game with a girl with schizophrenia, and
Yep.
basically the gameplay elements is jump, heavy punch. I mean heavy swing, low, medium swing, kick, one strafe. You could jump and kick at the same time. That's all you could do. Oh, roll, or no, block and roll. That's all you do. But like I explained to people in Rise, you had environmental kills. You can actually kill with the executions, whether you wanted to
You
do
could do
them by
multiple executions.
Double kills, bro.
right, double kills. You can use
Counter.
the spears,
Counter.
the counter, the spears.
Throw a
Shield
spear in
bash.
somebody's
The
face.
shield
Up.
bash.
The
You
shield
can use your
bash.
shield bash. You can use your shield
The
bash.
counters.
You can use the counters. You can use your squad to protect yourself from archers. You get on the spear gun to shoot barrels for big enemy, barrage. You could kick down stuff in the environment like the
It's
ladders.
more action
Plus,
packed.
it has more
It was
action.
more action oriented than Hellblade. I had
Dude,
more fun.
and then you even had the 300 marching moments, yo, with the shield, man.
Exactly.
So all you needed was Leonidas yelling out Spartans.
Right. It
And
has
the
compelling
crazy
story.
thing is, is you were able to do all of this 4 years ago. 4 years ago.
Right. So what?
Yeah.
A launch game. It's a launch game. It has multiplayer. It has a better graphics.
Multiplayer in the Coliseum. I actually went through the entire Coliseum mode with Chief one night. That shit was sick, yo. That
Right.
shit kept changing. It had everything, yo. It was like Gladiator on steroids.
It has better graphics because there's all types of NPCs, yourself, environment,
environments.
animation, shit going on. Hellblade's just the girl walking, and all the environment's static. You only see the occasional, particle effects. Maybe the water coming in and out from time to time. Put it this way: you walk on the sand, you don't see no footprints on the sand, even though it's nothing going on. You kill the characters, they disappear. They disintegrate.
Want to know what it sounds like to me? It
They don't
sounds
even
like a
stay in the
small
ground.
game. It sounds
Yeah,
like
yeah.
an indie
Spot
title.
time.
It sounds like an indie title.
Well, I mean,
It's a AAA indie.
Like
it is.
AAA visuals, but an indie title story.
But shit, it sounds like
Yeah,
some
exactly.
shit people modern do will make shit. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
more like a
Man,
movie,
still-
dude. That's the bottom line. It's more like a movie.
They good.
Walk
They
in,
good. They
get
good.
Nah, the
story.
movie was Until Dawn, man, or Until Yawn. That was the movie.
It's not far
But
from.
you know what's the funny thing, guys? Hellblade's gonna come to Xbox, and guess what? I'm gonna buy it on sale.
Like,
Yeah, like
visually,
people
it
talking
looks
about
gorgeous,
like people
though.
talking
Nobody's
about
knocking the
Lawbreakers.
visuals, though. Visually, it
Lawbreakers
looks
come on
gorgeous.
Xbox, they will not get none of my money.
Lawbreakers
I
died
want
before it
that.
even came out, man.
Lawbreakers,
That's that
yeah.
The other
premature
point-
death, bro.
The other
Again,
point
they
I'm
didn't
trying.
sell.
The other point I was trying to point out is nobody gave two rat's ass about any Ninja Theory game until it was Heavenly Sword on PS3 and Hellblade on PS4 because it's supposed to be a console exclusive. Even though Hellblade's supposed to come to Xbox One. What about the other Slave or the if Disney
I
Infinity
know,
with the
right?
Star Wars,
Nobody
with the
went out
combat,
and bought that shit. That shit was dope as fuck, man.
or the Devil May Cry.
People
or
shit on DMC, and I thought that was better than the other ones,
DMC
man.
was amazing,
Exactly.
dude. Amazing.
That's
game.
what I'm
That's the
saying.
best one.
Amazing. As a matter of fact, what's up with Ninja Theory's first title on the OG, man? Kung Fu Chaos, man.
Yeah,
They need to bring that shit back.
Classic.
There's a lot of games that need to come back.
It will with the
I
OG
know,
backwards
man.
compatible.
I know. I'm hoping. I'm
Yeah.
keeping my fingers
Oh,
crossed.
I
I
can't
want
wait.
some Panzer Dragoon Order, some Gun Valkyrie,
Man, that was the best one.
right?
The
Panzer
one,
Dragoon
yeah,
Order.
man,
Shit. That shit
And
was
then we'll-
badass, yo.
Cause ain't that was support from the one from the
Well,
Dreamcast?
Sega.
Man,
Cause I played that, man. I sat down and played that a whole night
What's it
session.
called?
I stayed up all night.
Otaku 1 and
Sega
2.
supports
Shit.
Sega supports 360 back compat a lot. They're probably the number one supporter. So OG, I'm pretty sure they'll be right there.
Right.
Yeah,
I played
right.
that
Them
not too
and
long
Neo
ago.
Geo.
I played Order not too long ago. That shit still looks amazing, yo. That shit still
Yes, it
stands.
does. Yeah, it looks nice. Mm-hmm.
Sega was mad nice, man.
And then people say, "Well, you got all that on one box. You don't have to go bring out your 360.
That's
You don't
right.
have to go bring out your OG Xbox."
Oh man, you do
Then
not
they-
want to bring out that OG.
Man, if you got a TV, you got to go buy a new Switch because they got
Man,
composite.
my
tape.
OG died, so I'll be happy when they bring them out on back compat.
Switch.
That sucks.
Yeah,
Hey
it's
guys,
all good,
what do you
though.
think about this thing about people asking 343 and Coalition to make other games? Do you think they should make other games? Do you think Microsoft should just open new studios? What do you think?
Let me go first.
Yeah.
I went off last week in the multiplayer about that shit.
Oh boy.
Honestly, in my opinion, I think they should just go ahead and open up some more studios, and they got, honestly, they got the money to do it. And I feel like Turn 10 should focus just on Forza to get that Forza right. Coalition should focus on Gears only, and 343 should focus on Halo and all the other Halo elements. And you feel me? You can open up more studios, create different games. Use more platforms for Rare, because Rare got a whole catalog of games and franchises they can do. It's just studios that just need to be open right now.
Yeah,
And they can go do it.
And if you think about it, you onto something though there, Kano. If you think about it, most of these studios, they were created because the developers that work there are passionate about the game that they're working on. Think about it. A lot of them cats was fucking mad stoked when they find out that they was going to be working on Gears. They was like, what? Gears of what?
They wanted to work
do this shit, man. And then fucking 343, they was created because they loved Halo. These is people that were fans of Halo, that played Halo growing up. And now guess what they're doing, people? They're developing fucking Halo. All right? That's the trippy shit, yo. So yeah, I agree. Microsoft should create newer teams and whatnot and have them work on some newer shit. And like Hebot said earlier, ship all those new games in the fucking spring to the fucking summertime. You know what I'm saying? And leave all the fucking old school shit, all the stuff that they know is their big power hitters and shit, save them for the holiday season.
True.
But if you think about it right now, though, for next year, most of the games that's coming out is kind of new, except for like a couple. And then you already know they're gonna know. You already know Halo and all that most likely gonna come out next year. But you just think about it though, that is kind of accurate what you just said though, because they do have some stuff that's coming out like in the spring for next year.
Well, to chime in real quick, as far as 343, I don't see how they can go and make another game if they still haven't earned their respect from anybody doing Halo games.
Right.
Halo,
they got my respect.
I know that, but I'm saying as far as the media and the haters, they haven't gotten their proper respect that they deserve for Halo. So if they do something else, they're just going to get more hate. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got to fix Halo before you start making other games. That's what they're going to say.
Right. Turn 10, if they were to do anything else, or even the guys who do Horizon, I would just say keep doing the genre you know best, like the racing, but do it if you want to do your own version.
Why was Turn 10 created though? Think about it.
For racing, right.
To make the best racing game possible. You know what I'm saying? And they did it. They stole
the only thing
Collider,
the only thing they could really do to get out of their venue but stay within their realm is maybe a game of their own version of a game like a Need for Speed. That's the only thing they could do. You see what I'm saying? With more story, more arcade style, more culture driven.
If they got personnel that could work on shit on the side, like they said, like if for Hellblade, you know what I'm saying? Ninja Theory had a small team on Hellblade, like 5-10 developers and shit, fucking with that shit because it was like an indie title and shit. So if you got developers that are in your company that could do something like that, why not? Go for it, man.
Right.
And if they come up with a good idea, give that to another studio.
Right. Well, they do.
I got an idea. I got an idea that just hit me.
Games in development. They do need that.
Yeah, shoot, Kano.
I got an idea that just hit me. You know how Killer Instinct has Django, right? And you see how what's made with Iron Galaxy. You know what I think Iron Galaxy should do? You know what I'm saying? Create a spin-off using Django, right? Make it like a 3D platform, you know what I'm saying? And give it like a critique, like a unique storyline. You dig what I'm saying? And since you use the yeah,
like
if you make it use like no.
Yeah,
like,
but
something like Ninja. Something.
He's talking like Ninja Gaiden and shit.
Yeah, but
but with Django.
Yeah, but Microsoft. Yeah, but see, Microsoft don't own doesn't own Iron Galaxy. Iron Galaxy is its own identity.
No, but they can work out a deal so it can make that game exclusive.
Yeah, but see, thing about it, Iron Galaxy has always been good for making fighters.
You never know because because they did that. The Midway and them did
they
that.
Got
with
that new game coming out in the spring.
Yeah, that's true.
But Microsoft only hired them. Yeah, but Microsoft only hired them for this fight. This is you take care of this baby. We got this baby. I forgot the people that did it before. They took over and they're still doing a good job with it.
But they would have to do it with Microsoft.
When they went over to Amazon,
the ones that were the collective
Double Helix.
Yeah,
Double
Double
Helix.
Helix.
That's what it was. Yes.
Yeah, they're
So
the ones
when
that
Double
created
Helix
the
one got bought off by Amazon, you know what I'm
Amazon.
saying?
They
You
ain't
went to
doing
go
shit.
Uh-uh.
They ain't doing
So
shit.
yeah. So my thing is
Damn.
that's what they end up doing is, money talk, bullshit walk. They probably gave them a deal they can't walk by. Shit, I would have took it too. Like I said, at home not to do shit, make a cell phone game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but
Well, Naughty Dog, they've been doing the same
Microsoft saying
stuff.
because
Same
I
style
think
game.
Microsoft saying if I
Last of Us and
got you,
Uncharted.
because people thinking Microsoft got these people under hostage, they can't do nothing
Yeah,
else.
yeah,
Some people
yeah.
come and go. People don't understand when 343 started. A lot of them didn't go over. A lot of them that did go over with Bungie came back. So they feel like they were, they you know what I'm saying? Bungie and like I say, Next Gen is my man, put 50 grand and everything. Bungie wanted to leave. Period. They wanted to be they wanted to be on their own. There's nothing wrong with that. If I own a business, and Kaleidoscope was my partner, and Kaleidoscope was saying, "Hey, Bone, I'm finna go do my own thing, man. You know what? There's nothing wrong with that. We still can be friends. We can still under contract. I want to do my own thing. That if I'm a basketball player, when I turn into a free agent, don't mean I have to re-sign with you. I might want a different. I want my different scene.
True that.
That could also bring a risk of burning out the developer. Is that's the problem they're having now with Naughty Dog? They're saying they need a rest, that they're not even in pre-production.
Oh hell yeah! I remember people
Last of
talking
Us
about
2,
that there was going to be something after the new Uncharted. They said there was going to be sequels, and Naughty Dog came out and said, "No, there isn't. This is the last one. This is the last one. We ain't got nothing else after this."
They could get burnt out, dude. That you risk that also. You put that in danger. The developer, that's why it's good. Like Jay Long said about building.
Well, people don't know what the history of Naughty Dog though. Just to go back,
Right.
the history of Naughty Dog is shit. For the transition to PS2 to PS3, they lost half the team because they quit.
They quit
because they had them working on. They had them working on a PS2 game, which was some Crash Bandicoot, not Crash Bandicoot, but the last Jackson Daxter game. They had them working on a Jackson Daxter game on the PS2 and working on Uncharted on PS3. And during that transitional stage, they lost half the fucking team. Half the team jumped ship to Crystal Dynamics.
That's why Jack and Daxter got canceled. The new one that was going to come out.
Because there's too much work, man.
To me, saying 343 should make games besides Halo is like asking Rockstar North to make a game besides GTA.
Right.
Or Red Dead.
Because they're both huge franchises. No, that's a different studio. That's Rockstar San Diego.
Oh, look at that, man.
Yeah, Rockstar North's in London, and San Diego does that one.
That's what people need to understand.
And another thing, and with Turn 10, the studio that makes Project Cars, I don't see them making anything else. The studio that makes 2K, I don't see them making anything else. I don't see the studio of Madden doing anything else. These are specialty studios.
But see, they say no. They go do some of them people who go work on this. 2K is broke off in sections. You do 2K. You go do
visual
basketball game.
Yeah, they strictly do basketball.
Yeah, I said Now they might take a person or two over to go do something else. EA got persons that just do Madden, just do FIFA.
Yep.
They don't do nothing else. They want you to concentrate on what you're doing. If you got multiple things
people
going
that just do UFC.
Yeah.
Hell, Polyphony Digital only does fucking Gran Turismo, and that comes out every 10 years.
Yes.
10 years.
I just think, Jay.
You only do one game, and you take 8 years?
Yeah, because what's the name of that dude?
And I'm sure when it comes out, it will have no portions.
Right. What was that? What was that like?
Okay, I think his name is Rodney or something. I think it's like Middle Eastern or something. You know what I'm talking about. The guy, you always see him anytime 2K talks about like the improvements in their game.
Yeah.
For a long ass time.
Yes, he has.
But you don't hear him like he always sounds excited about the game though. It doesn't sound like, oh well,
Hey, live. You're talking about the black guy, right? He's bald headed.
No. He's like Middle Eastern.
Yes. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yes.
Yeah.
But there's a dude on that does the MLB for Sony, and it's the same black dude. I was thinking of him. He's always there. He's been there for a hot minute too.
Oh, okay.
But there's one for because like I told them on the multiplayer. Do you see the people that work for Cadillac making motherfucking Toyotas. No, make Cadillacs. Bentley, people that make
Yeah.
Bentleys don't make Volvos.
Right.
They
Right.
good at
Well,
what they do. Now, if they don't
when
want, they want to do something else, they have the option to leave. They
Yeah,
in a
no, I think,
contract.
but yeah, with that, I'm saying like anybody who feels they're burnt out from playing Halo, all you have to do is Microsoft. They have to have a system in place, which I'm sure they do, where certain people go to certain like they'll just have jumpers. Like, all right, we're working on this project, and this project
Exactly,
will be
they
built in between 343, Turn 10, and Coalition, right? So you basically have somebody who no longer is burnt out from doing Halo. They'll leave. You'll have them working with Coalition people. There's nothing wrong with that. All right, that's one way to do it. Or you could build individual studios. It's yes. Is it more expensive that way? Yes, maybe. It depends on where you're acquiring this talent and where you're going to be holding them. Like if you can hold talent that you acquired for another studio in a 343 building. No, there's no rules against it. I'm just saying it's like it's up to Microsoft about how they want to do that. To me,
Plus, to be honest,
you on to something though, live. You on to something because they got Microsoft Game Studios. Those are a whole bunch of developers that work directly for Microsoft and shit. Some of them are actually game testers and shit. And if you look at the credits for a lot of the Microsoft first-party games, especially with Mass Effect, the first Mass Effect came out, half the development team stated it was Microsoft Game Studios, from artists to engineers to writers to people that do special effects to everything. Right now, what I think that Microsoft should do, since they do have a stable of people, is kind of like Sony Japan Studios, if you think about it. Except Sony Japan Studios actually promotes everything that they actually work on. Whereas Microsoft Game Studios, they usually say Microsoft Game Studios at the beginning. The people tend to disregard that shit. You know what I'm saying? They just look at the second development team that comes out. You know what I'm saying? So nobody really knows what games Microsoft Game Studios has actually done. What Microsoft should do and what Phil should do is actually open up something like the way they do over at Marvel, where Marvel, they have a whole bunch of screenwriters giving them pitches for different types of storylines in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Microsoft should do the same thing. Have a little small development team give their pitches. So what they think might be the next big thing or what they think might be cool. You know what I'm saying? To see if they get a green light.
Yeah.
Well,
To
be honest, sorry about that. To be honest, I think that's probably maybe where they have to concentrate more in getting better writers to write the more different types of stories for their new games. You know what I mean? So they can have different types of stories and different types of lores or genres or whatever, if you will, more than anything else. Because with they write good stories,
I think they got the writers. What they need is the developers.
But people don't understand this too. We don't know what Microsoft got their hand. They don't show their hand like Sony shows their hand.
Right.
They don't show. They don't do that. So, people don't want to understand that. They want to go run with it, but let Microsoft be Microsoft, and we need to quit as a community thinking that we are Phil Spencer. We know all these management. I ain't no Aaron Greenberg. I ain't none of them motherfuckers. I'm just a shit talking YouTuber. That's all I am. I know where I stand.
As a matter of fact, this I gotta say about Microsoft though. The writers that they got, they've written novels, people. All right. The guy that wrote the first Gears of War, he wrote the first 3 Halo books. All right.
No, which Carter wrote a Halo book?
Gears of War 3. She writes the Gears of War books.
Yeah.
All right.
What's the dude? What's his name? Frank something. He works at 343.
Frank O'Connor. Yeah, he also wrote a book as well.
A whole lot of Halo books. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A whole lot of Halo books. So they do multiple things. And 343 got big enough. They got their own. They ain't even on the campus no more. They got their own setup now.
Yeah. Right. To me, Microsoft, they need to build a bigger campus, just either an extension or something just for Xbox, where they can house all their studios almost like a Disney studio type shit. So, you have Coalition on one side. It should be basically the biggest building or section of the area should be
Rare. Yeah, but see, Rare is in Europe, so they ain't coming over here.
Well, yeah. But what I'm saying is you don't have to drag them all the way over. What you do is you build a division for them there. So Coalition's here for the most part, and so is 343. You build a campus that houses them, and it works in two folds. One, it works for people to work throughout different studios without having to go far. One, and two, when somebody comes to see what Microsoft is working on, it's easier for them to make one big visit versus having to fucking travel all the way to another fucking country or another state in order to go see what the hell this other studio is doing. I mean, not to say that they still won't have to do that, but it's just, it'll consolidate some of that shit and make it easier.
Easier access.
Yeah, but you got video conferencing now. You got stuff. If you want to get in touch with somebody.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking about like it's one, but a video conference versus being in the building is very different. I mean,
well, like okay, perfect example. I got a certain program where I can take over some computers from my computer, right? I can talk to them. I can see everything that's going on. So say if somebody needed help writing, say the new Coalition game and they couldn't get this coding right, you can actually see that coding right then and there. You don't need to be there to see it.
Well, no, I get it. I get what you're saying, but I'm just saying, like, as far as like actually visiting the building, the spectacle of it, it's just different when you're there. I mean, you could tell me about Disney World, but until I go, I'm really not gonna. The emotional connection to it is not going to be the same. You see what I'm saying? Like, imagine being at 343, like seeing 343. Cool. Being there, you're like, especially as a Halo fan, you probably lose the fucking mind.
It's like when you watch. It's when you go watch a sports game and you watch football live as opposed to TV. It's two different experiences.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like what's going to people? Microsoft do outsource a lot of stuff too. Like Blur. I wish they would.
Most of it,
Blur out here. Blur does it. Even with Killer Instinct, my man Maximilian, he does the trailers for that. He outsourced. Yep. He might see that campus maybe 6. He might see that bad boy 6 once every 6 months. Most of the time, he can do everything from home and just send him the clip.
Right.
You know,
I believe he's up with the story.
Yeah, he did because that was his thing, and that's what he likes to do. But he doesn't. He just contract. It doesn't work for him. I told him to buy Blur. You buy everything else. They do excellent cutscenes.
Shit. Buy Blur and have them do CGI films, dude.
Yeah,
Finance and Halo CGI films.
That's what I was thinking about.
Yeah, but they say that stuff is but that stuff is expensive. That's why Halo Wars 2. That's why Halo Wars didn't have that many CGIs, didn't like Halo 5, because they already knew that Halo Wars 2 wasn't gonna sell like Halo 5.
I say if you come up with a good story though,
well, to me, if they're gonna buy Blur Studios, what they need to do is make a whole lot more content when they're not using them for cutscenes. Because I mean, they use them for cutscenes for Halo.
Or how about short animated episodes with high budget?
Yeah, they could do that.
Yeah, they could do
like
that.
Little miniseries, a la Netflix. You know what I'm saying? 6 episodes. Boom.
They can either decide to sell it to Netflix, or they could start making their own content for Xbox.
But see, if you get Blur, you just don't say Blur is just me. Just like they got all these other things. No, anybody can use it. Just like they got what was that shit? What's the company that is bought that do all the Havoc? They don't stop nobody else. They don't stop nobody from using Havoc.
Yep.
Don't stop nobody. If you want to use it, you use it. Yeah, but they can do that. Anybody, just like we just under our branches, use this financially because a cutscene for Halo is $1 million a cutscene.
Yep, that's right.
That's a whole lot of money.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Without paying, not even paying the voice actors.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Damn.
Not even the stunt, because I told people Locke didn't talk in this one because Locke had to go do Luke Cage, so they got a guy that mimicked him.
Yes.
I know. Think about how many cutscenes were in that Halo game. How many cutscenes were there?
And you know what's the other?
Easily over 10, right? Easily over 10.
Yeah. You know what's the other crazy part too with the Halo scenario is a lot of people fail to forget that 343, most of the guys that are there, or a lot of them, they were from Bungie originally. And they try to act like they weren't from Bungie, like they're somebody new, like new people.
Bungie has a lot of new people. Let's just say that.
They got different job titles.
Think about the vehicles in Halo to Destiny. All right, right there. That just lets you know Destiny has no vehicles. All right, so all the guys that know how to do vehicles, where the fuck did they stay at? At 343 Industries, people. Right, because Destiny got like 2 vehicles and shit. Meanwhile, Halo 5 had a brand new one in the Wasp. As a matter of fact, there was a couple of new vehicles. Like they got all the best dudes and shit, man, that know how to do vehicle combat. Yeah. They've been asking them in Destiny, and I don't think it'll ever happen. They was like, how come you can't have an outer space shooting combat like the way y'all had in Halo Reach? And the reason they don't have it, they don't got spaceships flying in outer space in Destiny where you could actually shoot people because they still work at 343.
Yep.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but what are your thoughts on the whole PUBG thing? Because this is the thing that's funny from the Crackdown that a lot of people kind of glanced over in Lofty's letter was like, our exclusives coming out are Forza, Super Lucky Tail, and console exclusive PUBG. People just acted like she just threw that shit in there. I'm saying that's probably a holiday title.
Right.
I know it's coming out. The word on the street, it comes out. No, it comes out the same day as the X PUBG. It's gonna be in the preview. It's gonna be in It's gonna be in Players Unknown Underground. Yeah. So it's going into the what you call it. You know what I'm saying? It's not the full, because it's not a full game yet on PC.
Mm-hmm.
So that game right there by itself isn't sold 7 million. That's going to sell consoles. I didn't know. I know PC guys. I want to get that shit on the Xbox.
Yeah, it's going to sell at least 1 million, because then the Ark do like $1 million in a month.
Yeah, it did, man.
And
they still have content.
Ark did very well.
Ark.
And Ark ain't still
the
ain't
original.
The
full version's coming out after the X also, because that's why they made the announcement. Mm-hmm. That's going to be big too, because people will revisit that. Plus Cuphead 2, which is the most unique game they're going to have, even though it's still considered an indie, but it's high quality,
The way you got to play PUBG though is they basically go in there with a team.
Yeah. I got a little taste of it for playing the Calling, but at least I can go find some guns. The Calling, I got to craft shit and be on the run at the same time. But you can play as teams also. But when you put as teams, you on one side of the map, another person on the other side. When I saw people playing as teams, they're saying get off the airplane right now. Then they find each other. Then you have a community that actually play games and talk. You know what I'm saying, that talks to each other. So that'd be cool. And you got up team players on. You got can have up to 100 people on the map.
Oh yeah, that works.
In the map. Oh man. So man, that some people may don't feel like you might get the heartbreakers. Damn, I got shot.
It's a good thing we got 12-man party.
Oh no, you got 16-man party chat.
Oh, look at that 16-man party chat. We could go in there mob deep, murder everybody, fucking go at each other and just kill each other off. Fuck it, last man standing.
No, when you play as a team, your team is a team. So it's not everybody for yourself, as long as your team wins.
No, that's fucking cringe, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's some crazy shit.
And I think that's going to sell console.
Real quick, I think PUBG is going to do surprisingly well on the X1. I think it is because of the accolades and how everybody likes it. It's not for me. It's not for me, but a lot of people do like it, so you can't deny that. So as long as it's there, it's an option. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's an option. It's going to be a big option.
More to that, because you're talking about Ark came out. It didn't even come out during the holiday. It came out during the summer or something.
Yep. And it did very well. I don't think they thought it was going to do as well as it did, and it did, because Tim Dog was talking about that.
It just took off like wildfire.
Mm-hmm. It did very well.
Kind of like Overwatch did a while back, right? When that shit launched.
Yes.
I was like, yo, that's multiplayer only. That's not going to sell. Damn, 25 million later.
Titanfall for that matter, too. Titanfall 1, too, for that matter, because it sold 10 mil, right, altogether with all consoles.
Oh,
and that's not pretty bad.
Titanfall, man.
Yo, and guys, Gears apparently sold 6 mil.
That's what Rand tried to play.
Yeah, based on, they did the math of the achievement rarity that it was like 0.00 something was 3,000 people. 0.005 was 3,000 players, and if you do the math, that means it's like over 6 million.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow.
Yeah, but see, nobody gonna say that. No one gonna constantly say that, because why? Because Rand said it was a number that they had on there. They took it off and put a percentage to figure out somebody can pull it off. But it's crazy how they were saying, it didn't sell. But that's, man, you get on your Xbox, what people playing? Here's a War 4.
Yeah,
Here's a War
yeah.
4. Here's
Here's
I
a
get it
War
by
Halo.
Here's a War 4.
Every day you go down, you
Halo.
see somebody play Gears or Halo every time.
And they always dropping new skins and all that shit and weapons and stuff like that, man, and maps.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey
because
guys,
I asked what you call him, like, oh, they got new. I see, because he wanted me to play. He wanted to play Horde, and I'm like, I ain't played Horde in a while. I said they got new maps on Horde. I said, okay, they get me right in it again, because sometimes you got tired of the same maps to go on this. Now they even got weather environment in Gears of War 4 now.
yeah,
So that electric storm, you got that in multiplayer.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
Yep, there's
Oh,
maps of that
nice.
shit too.
Nice. Hey guys, I gotta leave. Something came up, and I have to kind of get out of here. I'm sorry about that. I
Oh, no, man,
apologize.
we've been on for a long time, Matt.
No, but you know, I don't like leaving early, man. Leave my brothers alone. You know, it's nice to be back with you guys again. Hopefully, we can continue from this point forward with everybody else and all the other usual suspects. You know, I just want to do a little plug real quick.
Sunday, the games come live.
Yeah, yes, please. If we can make it happen.
The
Yeah,
direct
we can make it
show.
The Direct X Monster 4 back this Sunday with the games come.
The fraud. I just gotta take this out because I fucking laughed like a motherfucker when I saw this shit. He was actually streaming the video the other day, saying that Agents of Mayhem is the game of the year, contender for game of the year. What do you guys think about that shit? Is he delusional? And he was streaming live. I don't know how many people was watching the stream.
One.
Agents of Mayhem. Yeah, it's a bit crazy.
Or maybe that's what happens when you don't have Crackdown.
Right.
I know, right? That's what a person that doesn't have Crackdown would say some shit like that, right?
Hey guys,
no, we got to it the other night. Yeah, don't make your plug.
A little plug real quick. If you guys can, I'm gonna and you can check it out. I have a documentary I did for He-Man, the toy vintage toys, and it's coming out. No, seriously, I was in the movie, and you know, I have some good stories from the when I was collecting when I was younger, and it comes out September 9th. So if you guys can check it out and support, I did a video on my channel. It'll mean a lot to me.
Cool.
And you know, whatever, just spread the word. You know, if you can.
Bet that.
I'll be there.
All right.
He-Man got some hardcore fans. I can't front. Think about it. You He-Bot.
Well, no, it's pretty good. It's fun. You'll see. It's pretty dope. I have some pretty cool stories in there. I did it through the Skype on the Xbox when he interviewed me, the director. So I did it like 3 years ago. He's finally bringing it out. So yeah, at least you know, yeah, man.
That's
and I'll be putting up a video soon too on my channel about Hellblade and the Bride. So stay tuned to that. All right, guys.
All
right.
Thanks. Have a good night, brothers. Peace out.
Later.
Peace.
All right, take it easy.
No, the frog. Me and the frog got into it the other day on next gen shit on the party live chat. Yeah, Bum said I don't got no games.
Wow.
He called me.
But if you listen, this dude buys everything, man. Every Neo Geo game that came out. I know you got King of Fighters 98, right?
Yep. No, that's one of them I left out. And I think I didn't probably 96. One of them I left out. So I was like, shit, I got all of them.
It's too much King of Fighters.
Yeah, too much King shit. So no, he come and I had to threaten him. I said, did I put your ass in a blender before? And he was like, yeah, you kick it with a bunch of frauds and
wow.
You stole our show.
Wow.
And I'm like, yeah, okay. So, but I had to shut him up in there. So he's, saying, I see a person in it talking, calling Jay Long. I guess he called you Jay Broke.
All right. So, yeah, sure. After lending them all that money to my PayPal, yeah, I'm broke. All right, yeah.
Yeah, so we know the real deal with him. You know what I'm saying? PlayStation.
No. And here's some funny shit. I didn't have to sell my Xbox to get a PS4, by the way. Just to let you guys know, I bought a PS4 and I still got my Xbox. I still got my Wii U. I still got all my consoles. I don't sell shit like other frauds do.
Well, because he
And
needs
then he
the
also
money.
said
He
he's,
needs the money in
he's
order to buy the next
Yeah,
shit.
man.
And you don't get
Goddamn, bro.
half the people in the fucking community to buy you fucking games, man. Remember, after the fraud left, how many people done came out and said, yo, I bought him a game. 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 I was like, damn.
It was like Bill Cosby. It was like when Bill
everybody
Cosby that
bought him
shit
a
came out.
fucking game.
It was like when Bill Cosby that pill shit came out. Mad women started coming out. Oh, he pilled me. He pilled me. You know.
No,
It's crazy.
no,
Wow.
he called me. I was like, man, you delusional, man.
It's the welfare wolf.
Yeah,
That's
you
what
know
that
what I'm
is,
saying?
man.
I said,
Yeah,
then
man.
you got caught. You know, you got caught lying. You know, you needed help with getting platinum trophies and all that other shit.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, man, you just full of shit. I'm saying, I said, play after PlayStation Net because he was kissing Jabari nuts. He was licking he licked in the asshole and everything. You right, man. But I said, half them games you don't even play.
Yeah, he wasn't even coming
No.
up the air. The only one
Yeah,
that would
man.
come up the air was actually the Titan Fraud Princess, man. He's like, yo, just chill, Wolf. Just keep down there for a little bit longer. You good.
Yeah, I don't think she fuck with him no more. I don't think the Irish Carbone fuck with him no more.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Wow.
No, I don't think she fuck with him no more. So shoot, you know what I'm saying? He is like I say, when I guess
So
when
that's kind of trippy, yo. Two terrorist factions have decided not to get along. So the ISIS Wolf and the Irish Car Bomber doesn't get along anymore. Really?
Oh, shit. You gotta get help for that one.
Yeah, the only person that messes with him is you heard me. The only person that really messes with him is the mother beater Jet Big Boss.
Oh, the one that beats up his mama?
Oh my god. Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Fucking sad, bro. It's a basket case over there, man. A bunch of basket cases.
Yes, I said, stay, keep his ass over there, you know. And then he also said, "Oh yeah, I'm real good with Phil when Phil comes out here to London, motherfucker. He just put you back on the talk list. You was on the, you know what I'm saying? You was on the non-flying list. Now he just put you. I just say something to you. Oh yeah, we good friends. That's what set me on. Like, motherfucker, quit lying.
Hey, you better chill out now. The PlayStation Legion, when they going to end up kicking him out anyway.
I
kick
know,
each other
man. I'm hearing people from the PlayStation community that's telling me that a lot of people on PlayStation don't like Wolf, man.
Half of them don't like the PlayStation.
Didn't freaking Weeble Brandon do some shit on him? If I'm not mistaken.
Really? Wow.
He's a fraud.
Wasn't Brandon
Some shit
sucking
like
his
that.
nuts though? This is Brandon.
Yeah, they were.
Brandon is back. Dude, man, these people sound like they got issues.
That shit's crazy.
Yeah, but we've been on, man. We're gonna get out of here, man. We're gonna get out of here and we're gonna go do some gaming or something. Some people gotta go to sleep.
I'm gonna watch Defenders, damn it.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Y'all finished.
Wait, that's out tonight?
Yeah.
Everybody finished right
man. I've been dying to get off, right?
Yeah, we got to go.
Dying to get off just to go watch some Defenders, yo.
Yeah.
Finishing this little
you know
mission
what I'm
in Mad Max. I'm back on watching the Defenders.
Oh man.
Mad Max is shit, yo. I still need to finish that, man. It's too many games, yo.
Yeah, I finished a couple of games this month. I finished Shadow of Mordor, Voodoo Vince. Voodoo Vince was a pain in the ass that last
yeah, man, it was.
With the platforming, oh man, that shit was a pain.
Dang, I ain't even started on that game yet.
I'm trying to really piss
pretty
me
good
off.
game, man.
Oh yeah, Voodoo Vince is a trip.
What else? Titanfall. It'd be Titanfall 2.
Oh, that's
The Island Wave. That's the last one I beat.
I don't think it was game of the year potential, but it was cool.
Nah.
It was different. It had some.
It was short. It was kind of short.
It was platform.
Yeah, I did like that though. I like the boss battles too.
Oh hell yeah!
So that time travel shit was sick too. That was my favorite part.
Yeah, when you had to switch on and off.
Yeah, that shit was.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah,
Titanfall 2.
That shit was retarded.
Yeah.
Retarded, yo.
Yeah, man.
I wasn't expecting that.
Game was amazing, man. They actually followed through. Now, they still got the multiplayer, but they added the campaign that everybody asked for. See, this is what you get when developers listen to fans.
Crackdown.
That's what I'm saying, yo. And they're doing it all for the better, man, to make the game better, yo. Either way, my 2 cents. So I guess we're going to sign off then, right? So I'm going to be out, man. My name is Kaleidoscope. Y'all can hit me up on Twitter at I guess DirectX minus the. And my channel is Kaleidoscope. And it was great being on the show with the DirectX crew. And of course, Intro Media Gaming as well. Tune into that site. And I pass it off to the next man.
All right, this your boy, the real young King, the brutal guy, and this gamer. Also, y'all check out intermediategaming.com and tune in this Sunday. We're gonna be live streaming for the Gamescom. You did, so you already know what it's hitting for, man. Like, share, comment, subscribe. You already know. Hit me up on Twitter, real young Kano, and you already know. Let's get it.
Come on, what you call it? Oh no, I don't listen to my little cousin. My bad, you know.
Oh, you can sign off.
Go ahead, sign off. 100.
Oh no, I was just talking to my little cousin. Go on.
No.
Than J Long, man. Whoever, everybody else sign off.
Yeah, whoever sign
All
off.
right, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
Just follow me, JLong908 at Twitter. My bad, bro. YouTube, same thing. Probably on Intro Media, just like the rest of these guys. And find me on the next episode, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, Sunday. Gamescom. Live wise.
Yeah. Yo, this is your boy Livewire, probably the most hated gamer to these pee-wee ass motherfuckers on fucking YouTube and Twitter. And pee-wee stands for yes. Those fucking pedophile, weebo, Persona 5 loving motherfuckers. Those little dirtbag slime balls. Those are pee-wees.
Wow. Yo, Sega, man,
Facts.
we haven't heard too much from you, yo. Sega?
He probably
Might have stepped out.
No.
Oh, okay.
His
Actually,
Xbox,
behind
his
it, yo.
YouTube channel is
Talk to me
Xbox
the
All
mic.
In, though. Check him out.
Oh, yeah.
Xbox All, he got everything from video games to movies, cartoons.
To tech reviews.
Yeah, he does everything. And y'all can catch Hunting on everything on YouTube, on Twitter, Google Plus, social media. You even catch me on, sometimes I do guest appearances on multiplayer when I cuss out Porter Rock time to time, or Alex. You know what I'm saying? When I got some time. But glad we hung out tonight. We ain't did this in a while. And you know, everybody have a good night.
And there it is.
Peace.
All right.
Motherfucking day.
Later.